What's up, guys? teamknl here today. Kai giving you I guess, very controversial video, I guess would be the best way to put it, but pretty much this is my interpretation of the tier list, I guess, even though the title is going to be up top and you're going to know why this video is being made and why you clicked on it because of the title. So yeah, just take a minute to read the title again if you haven't. I'll wait a second. But yeah, pretty much mermails are not. I would not consider there being a top 4. There is not a top 4 because of the way mermails inherently work. Now let me just explain this real quickly. Yes, mermails are good. Yes, they have been dominant. Are they as good as dragon rulers? No. Are they as good as prophecy? No. They do not have the same +5, +1700 bajillion points of damage and card advantage that those two decks naturally produce. In fact, at best they have a +1, +2 plays. And that's really as advantage as they can be. And those +1 and +2 plays aren't going to happen very often anymore because Marksman's not going to be destroying stuff, and Heavy Infantry can only destroy tokens. Big whoop. But pretty much, that's not the main reason for why mermails is like tier 0.15. The reason why they are not mermails, I would not consider a top deck, as in like top tier, toppest tier, and even then I wouldn't consider Evil Swarm. That's just the way it is. I would consider Evil Swarm 1.5. But even then, Evil Swarm is really bad unless you get the Ophion out on the field and you have the right cards to protect him. But other than that, that's not what this video is about, though. So pretty much the idea behind Mermail not being a top tier deck is because in order to summon your monsters, you have to discard your monsters. Now, just think about that for a minute. If you're discarding your monsters in order to summon one monster, how is that putting you in a better position than dragons? When they discard the monsters, that's great because the monsters can come back from the grave. In Mermail, the only monster that comes back from grave is Tidal. And Tidal is not going to be enough to save you from Dragon Rule. It's just enough to keep you barely up to speed to where you can OTK them before you have to fight them. And that's how it is. Like, you have to OTK now. You have to OTK if you're playing Mermails. If you don't OTK the first or second turn, you can pretty much consider yourself gone. Like, you lost the game. But you have to OTK, and you're discarding your monsters, so if you're discarding your monsters, you're running out of cards to play, essentially. Sure, you can discard Dragoons and add more monsters to your hand. That's great. However, you only have 3 Dragoons. And you're not going to open triple Dragoons, because if you do and you don't open a discard outlet, you are going to lose. That's it. That's another reason why Mermails are not going to win. Or not, I'm not going to say not going to win, because they can obviously take advantage of OTK and still win. But they pretty much, if you open a hand of just Atlanteans, if you open no discard outlets or no power monsters, boss monsters, so to speak, you're going to lose. Those little monsters are not going to be able to stand up to even a Redox. Redox can just punch them in the face and just laugh at you before returning evilly to the hand while laughing maniacally into the clouds. Because apparently that's where the Dragon Ruler's hands are, in the clouds. But yeah, that is my reasoning for why Mermail is not part of the top cloud tier deck. And of course, Prophecy, they just replenish their hand quite as easily with Judgment, so having cards in graveyard does not even matter. But yeah, sucks though, because Mermail's time looks like it's almost done, because that ban list does not look friendly towards them. And I'll talk about ban list stuff later, because I know people are obviously going to disagree with my idea on the ban list, but of course there are some reasons for why I believe thought process lost. Yeah, teamknl out. Like, rate, comment, and subscribe, and just ignore whatever I said near the end, except other than the fact that mermaids aren't top cloud tier.